Hi everybody, this is Kit Holmes. It is Transformation Tuesday. It is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. Today I want to address something always uncomfortable, but we manage it, we do it, we get through it. We do it with transformational tools, which I'm going to share with you today. And what I'm talking about is our idea that we have control issues, other people have control issues. Control. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's take a deep breath and go into it first. All right. So here's the bottom line, right? We have the ability to react, which is pretty automatic. We have the ability to respond, which is a much more conscious choice. Is it not? Perhaps you've had the experience of having worked very hard at something with your job, with your family, in recovery, in something that you have set a goal or you have set a very large, beautiful, loving intention for some kind of a change that you'd like to see in the world. Sometimes you're presented with facts and with figures and with circumstances and conditions. Well, we are all day long anyway, right? That and those things can kind of bump us off our track, push us a little sideways where we lose focus, or we can lose focus. And we go into victimhood. And victimhood, where everything to me, this thing is happening to me, so-and-so said this to me, they did this to me or to us. That's a first indicator that we have gone into fear, that we have gone into a false belief of separation from our source and from each other. And so today, the simple tool, and you'll hear me talk about this a lot, the simple tool for getting ourselves refocused, getting grounded again, is number one, taking a deep breath, or several, when we find that we have been triggered, when we find that we have been poked, when we find ourselves feeling resentful and powerless and out of control, of not knowing what to do. We breathe, we ground ourselves, and when we feel ourselves a little calmer, we take the conscious question and we ask, what is this? What is the outcome? How would I like this situation to be resolved? What is the highest and best, not just for myself, but for everyone? And then we listen. And we listen for what that direction is. And most of the time, just saying from personal experience, most of the time for me, the answer has been just be still. Look at this from another perspective. And even when we think we have covered all of the bases, what do we know? As humans, we cannot control other people's outcomes. We cannot control other people's responses or reactions to our words and to our deeds. We do our best, and so do they. That helps us. That's the other tool. One of the other tools for today is that we remember that everyone is doing the best they can with what they have from where they are at the level of awareness, the level of consciousness that they are in any given moment. What this does not do is absolve someone from lobbing emotional grenades in our direction. But it happens. It happens, doesn't it? What this does is it moves us into, if we are doing our practice and staying grounded in what is true for us, and always asking the question and making sure, is the decision that I'm making, especially if we're in a position of leadership, is this decision, I know it affects other people. Could be in your family, like I said, could be in your job, could be in some form of a group situation, in recovery or something else. Is the decision that I'm going to make, or the words that I'm going to let flow out of my mouth or fly out of my mouth, are they going to do more harm than good? Are they doing good? Am I doing the best that I possibly can? We answer all those questions. Is there good in it for others? If yes, move forward. If no, be still until you get clear. I want to leave you today with about that sense of control. This is from Science of Mind magazine. This is actually yesterday's reading, April 5th, 2021. This is the cover this month with Don Miguel Ruiz on the cover. Science of Mind magazine. And this is from Reverend Karen Wiley, who wrote this. Thank you, Reverend Karen, for these wonderful words that just felt really in place, perfectly placed today. Some of us grow up in such scary, dysfunctional, and unpredictable environments that as we mature, we become extremely controlling in our lives. We feel if we control everything, we will be safe. It's a great coping mechanism that often helps us function successfully, at least for a limited time and in a limited way. Somewhere along the road in your spiritual journey, however, you will discover that you must finally surrender your need to control, including your need to know. In your yielding into the great love intelligence, and that's love with a capital L and intelligence with a capital I, the great love intelligence that governs this universe, you will discover all your plans and schemes pale in comparison to what God has in store for you. You will discover the love of God inside you is more powerful than anything you could imagine. The great plan for your life surpasses any idea you may have orchestrated in your limited notion of life. We think we have all the answers, and we are pretty arrogant about it, are we not? In your great surrender, you will discover, surprisingly, that you know nothing. It is difficult to trust the unknown, but if you can truly surrender your willfulness, you will know a love and a joy that surpasses anything you have known in this human experience. You will begin to see miracles in your daily life. You will be in the divine flow and will be guided to the perfect solutions to all of your problems. Your capacity to love will grow in ways that will surprise you. It was fitting today, and I can attest to those things personally, that surrender, actually surrendering the need to be attached to an outcome. That's really the kind of the caveat I'm going to place on the end of this for this week. A lot to take in. But thank you for listening. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for being conscious. Thank you for doing your work. I invite you, encourage you to lean in. Even when those things get lobbed in your direction, lean into the truth, get curious, ask questions of yourself and of the other person. Might require a hard conversation. And we know that's probably a topic for another time. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you all next time.